McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Tyler and Matt, Waterline.
Hey, how you doing? We're here in the U District on a Thursday, replacing all the buried galvanized that's in the line.
Each of our homes depend upon their connection to water and sewer.
Hey, we're under the porch, putting in all new PEX, replacing all the galvanized, including the hose bib.
Over time, these lines age, change, and break down.
We're making our last connection. Matt's capping an old galvanized water line, and we should be done for the day.
Our Waterline team can help to make sure your connection runs smooth, healthy, and clean.
Okay, here you go.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
That's right.
Welcome back to STSPN's live coverage of basketball, one game at a time, my friend, right?
That is right.
It's a coaching cliche, it's a player's cliche. At this point, it's a broadcaster's cliche.
It is. You don't know if the COVID's going to catch you or if the official shortage is going to catch you or
the snow.
What? Snow?
Yeah, we got the notice at KRKO this week that no Silvertips games, and we're like, uh-oh, it's happening again. No,
Yeah,
it's because the passes were all closed and all the games were against Eastern Washington teams.
It seems kind of odd that when you hear that a Silvertips, an ice skating team, it can't make it through the snow. Because, I was born and raised in Minnesota. And snow means hockey.
Yes, you go out and play on the pond.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, when you can't even get a train through the pass, you probably can't get a hockey team through there. But Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig to my right on the call, back at it. My first broadcast since before Christmas, so it has certainly been an experience. You guys had a barn burner last night, and we expect, weather, COVID, and everything else permitting, a couple more good ones next week, Monday and Tuesday. But tonight, it's the pride of Linwood, that being Meadowdale, searching for win number 1 on the road at the Snohomish Panthers. Starting lineups being announced right now. For Meadowdale, the visitors in the navy blue to our right. Aiden Bloomquist, a 6'4 senior forward. Henrik Tesgay, 6'1 junior guard. Maad Alamu, 6'2 guard forward swingman, a senior. Jamin Wright, a 6'2 guard, a sophomore. And Eben Sarka, 6'4", one of the tallest guys on the floor tonight, a senior forward. So again, Bloomquist, Tesgay, Alamu, Wright, and Sarka for the Meadowdale Mavericks under head coach Roger O'Neill.
How about Snohomish? How tall is that number 0 guy?
That would be 6'5", so he is the tallest guy on the floor.
He looks like he's a big guy.
I don't know that I'll have time for the starting lineups for Snohomish before the break for the anthem, but it's Seminara, Hanning, Roth, Davis, and Hammer, the starters under Jim Wilson for the Snohomish Panther squad. The Old Glory being lowered from the rafters.
Isn't that slick?
That is fantastic. And we will honor America and be back with the opening tap after this on STSPN.
Hot summers in Snohomish County lead to homeowners taking steps earlier each year to keep their home comfortable. If you're thinking about air conditioning for your home, now is the perfect time. Air conditioning costs hundreds less when installed with a new furnace. If you're unsure about the age or dependability of your home comfort system, our consultants will help you determine the best solution. Our experienced technicians make sure our customers are comfortable by keeping their heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical systems working well. But we believe comfort is more than that. We want you to have a comfortable buying experience, to be comfortable with our technicians working in your home, and on top of that, getting a value you're comfortable with.
back here on STSPN. Opening tap upcoming. Amp Harrell and cast of thousands here with you. This is weird being back in the seat after Christmas break. I was very nearly snowed in on the other side of the mountains. I was over in Wenatchee, and we got just the perfect break to come over here for vacation and come back to even more snow. So,
Well, how do you like that flag coming out of the ceiling? Is that just the slickest thing?
that is one of the coolest things I've seen. And frankly, if I didn't enjoy broadcasting games and selling radio ads so much, I might get into the business of selling those things.
Man, that just is slick.
It's a smooth motor. There's no stutter. There's no tearing Old Glory.
Yep.
And I mean, I realize you might take away from some JROTC programs, but outside of that, no downside, none.
Absolutely not. And I mean, I don't know. The last time we were here, they didn't use it, so I'm not sure if somebody didn't hook it up or what. But it sure makes a statement.
Having a little bit of an extra discussion here, so let me run down the starters for the Snohomish Panthers. It is number 0, Andrew Seminara, 6'5" and a junior post. We also have the only senior on the squad for the Panthers, number 20, Peyton Hanning, a 6'4" senior guard. Number 30, Jason Roth, a 6 foot even sophomore guard. Drew Davis, a post, 31, 6'3", and a sophomore and a junior, the football player, Cale Hammer, number 44. That would be the Amp Harrell number, 6'2", not an Amp Harrell height. He is a junior post. So again, it's Seminara, Hanning, Roth, Davis, and Hammer for Coach Wilson and the boys in the all-white. Meanwhile, coming out of the huddle for the Mavericks, it's Bloomquist, Tesgay, Alamu, Wright, and Sarka. Your officials, Mark Poland, Jeff Weatherby, and Rios Kenji on the floor. A lot of those folks you'll be familiar with if you've watched really any of our basketball games this season, because, well, the WIAA needs you, right?
Listen, I like Anchi. That guy is the guy. He really is a fun ref. He's always fair. Good guy.
A lot of energy.
Yes.
Got to make sure you have your Apple Watch or your Fitbit or something on if you're going to officiate games. Got to burn some calories. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig here with you. I'm sure we both could use a few calories shaved off after Christmas. Opening tap won by Snohomish. Backdoor cut off. Measured jumper, no. Offensive board, fighting for a Hammer. Loose ball to the floor. Offensive board put back, no good. Offensive board again. Free throw line jumper. Rainbow up and good for, is that Eli O'Hare?
You know, I was paying attention to my keyboard, not.
Oh. That was what the discussion was before the game. Eli O'Hare was not a designated starter before this one, and now I think we may be having a few more discussions. But O'Hare is out there, or we had a number change just before this thing started.
Now, if any of schools out there are thinking about upgrading or doing something with their scoreboard, please use Daktronics, because if you notice at the bottom, that's how our media connects to your scoreboard.
Makes it nice and easy. A walk, good trap defense. Naad Alamu with the travel. So Eli O'Hare in. Trying to see who is not in. Looks like it's Jason Roth. Stolen away on the far side.
Oh,
right,
stolen
stolen
back.
right back. Fed underneath, up and good. Andrew Seminara. 4-0 your score, as you can see at the bottom with that nice Daktronics hookup. Whipped up the floor, Tesgay gives it off right side, nearly stolen away. Wright working with it, and a whistle on the far side.
What'd you get for Christmas?
My favorite thing was a bit of a nerdy thing, as the foul called on Peyton Hanning. It was a coffee table book from one of the writers from Letterman. He discovered the lost world of industrial musicals, like Ford and diesel trucks and stuff like that would put on Broadway-style musicals for their shareholders, and nobody remembers it. Fed underneath. Hook shot, no, and an offensive board, one back. They'll go to the floor. It's tied up. And a little extracurricular after that. Yeah, that was my favorite thing, but I did get a few very practical gifts that I wanted. and I have enough popcorn and snacks to last me through the next pandemic. What about you, sir?
Well, I'm a dad, so I really encourage everybody to not give me anything because usually it costs me if I get something.
So I guess what was the best thing that you gave about that?
Well, I did get a coffee table book also.
Nice.
But I can't really say
the topic.
Well, it's a little political, so I wouldn't want anybody to think that I was
one way or the other,
an extremist. But I think the favorite thing I got was a red hat, which I usually wear blue, but a red hat that has a billboard on it that you can change with the Bluetooth app on your phone.
I love those things. Isn't it like a scroller?
Yep. It can scroll or go up and down, but, I can put whatever message I want on there, and I'm just dying to use it.
I'm sure that space is available for advertising.
That's right. I'm sure that Airport Espresso wants to have that on the hat, which they didn't deliver a drink last night, and they didn't deliver one tonight, so I'm going to have to talk to Heather out there and see if we can get the girls to work overtime because, boy, those drinks are sure good that come out of there.
I'm still waiting on my official delivery. Backdoor setup, left it short, and the rebound comes away out high. Shoveled back door, step back from the wing. Was that a 2? It was a 2. But a nice one for Drew Davis. 6-0 the lead here for Snohomish High. Stutter step working against the trap. Teskay pulls that one back. Roll to the right side. Skip pass looking for the post, and they'll actually get a ball nudged out of bounds. Nudged or dislodged. How about that? I also got a Rick and Morty Funko Pop. That was a pretty clever gift. I have more of the little plastic toys from Everett than anyone should probably have at work. 3 up and good. Tickling the twine, Alamu.
We had a shot last night that I swear it was outside the arc, and I don't think the net moved.
I heard the discussion about that before the game. That inside picked off Aiden Bloomquist, excuse me. Love those shots from the parking lot.
Isn't that just, yeah.
I had a team's season end on a 3/4 court or just beyond half court prayer to beat the buzzer. Whistle on a foul, getting a little chippy here early. Of course, Meadowdale very fired up about this one, looking for win number 1. Fed on the cut. That was a 1-on-3 for a moment. Alamu steps back, no. Offensive board, nice rip, Sarka. Jumper, stepping into it, no.
See, he took that shot too soon.
Right, rushed it. Coach O'Neill has a feisty bunch. Has some seniors, but still growing to do. Rolled inside, speaking of growing to do. Got to have a postman there before you deliver that post pass.
Yeah, boy, so we'd sure like to come out there to Meadowdale and do a couple of games for him.
Whoa.
Oh, just took it away.
Bloomquist went up for the shot. He didn't have the ball. Show, then a go. No, it doesn't go. Off the heel. Offensive board rip. One dribble. Shot up. Good.
He had a good look at that. The one that missed.
I thought that was Eli O'Hare. It was Seminara. Trying to find space against this trap defense, and it just rolls up the arm and taken away. Davis splits the D. Contact, no. No call. Step back, left it short. Aggressive rip, and it will roll to the sideline and out of bounds. That is Snohomish basketball and the first sub into the game. Evic Amy. Amy will come in to replace Evan Sarka. 3:35 to go in the first. 5-point lead for Snohomish. Fed to the post and back out. Catch and shoot 3. No. Offensive board. Forced up and in. Eli O'Hare. And there's a timeout on the floor. 10-3. Snohomish High with the lead at home. Back after this, STSPN.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Here you go.
Back to it on STSPN out of that Meadowdale timeout. And it's funny, the accent of the Pacific Northwest is not especially strong. A lot of folks would argue that there isn't a Pacific Northwest accent. I would say there's a slight one, but I've heard it both ways. I've heard a little bit of Meadowdale, and I've heard a lot of Meadowdale, which sounds kind of West Texas-y.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's a accent or if it's just how people choose to pronounce it.
Anyway, the Dale with the basketball out of the timeout.
Meadowdale. I don't know. Was that correct? Meadowdale.
Yeah, I kind of float between the two, but usually Meadowdale. Cale Hammer for Snohomish. Only really one way to, well, there are two ways to pronounce it, and one of them is correct. The wrong way is Snohomish.
Yeah. Well, I kind of use an A in the first part. Snohomish.
If I send out something to be read from someone who's not from here, it's S-N-U-H. Snohomish. Drive, shot, no. Tipped out Seminara, and another offensive board. Man, Snohomish has been cleaning the glass like Windex in this one. Fed inside.
Ooh, that's good. You're saving that one up?
Yeah, I use that one periodically. I had a highlight from about 20 years ago that was on it still makes its rounds on my highlight reel. That guy gets an offensive board and a stick back, and I just yell, Windex, at the end of it.
Well, we typically like to nickname some of the players that get their name called more than average, and we'll keep it here. And last night, there's a kid up at Glacier Peak, does a lot of defense. I mean, he's just as great on the boards, and so we decided to take a hint from what is it called, Seinfeld.
Oh.
And so his nickname now from going forward until the end of the year is Glassman.
Glassman. I like any reference to 90s TV shows. I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
Well, because some of the ones we've had in the past for basketball, the Maytag Man.
Nice.
Right. What else?
Loneliest guy out there, right? The Maytag repairman.
He was the cleanup. Yeah. So, it's a lot of fun. The kids like it.
If you ever hear me or you're even watching one of these games later on, which if you're doing that, God bless you if I'm on the call. But either way, if somebody's warming their hands by the fire, it just means that they're all alone. No one's around them. No one knows that they're there. Building a campfire.
Setting up a picnic?
Yes. The wing, then to the near point. Fed back out a little stutter step, fed inside. Teskay tried to do too much there. Driving, Davis, lobs to the wing. 3-ball settles and won't go, and it's a rebound by Bloomquist for Meadowdale.
Every once in a while, you'll see those bounce and bounce in.
Teskay lobs, catch and shoot 3. No, I really wanted that one. I think that was Palmer Hutchison out of the timeout. A lot of guys rotating in. Oh, excuse me, wrong roster. That was shot up, no. Offensive foul, and we'll wipe it off. Well, there are a lot of folks cycling through. Nolan Soderstrom checks in for Snohomish High.
Trying to get the right players in there to be able to start a good run.
Roth will cycle in. A round of applause for Eli O'Hare coming out with 4 points. Foul was called on Cale Hammer, by the way. Up the floor, Amy underneath. Good rotation by Alamu. We'll get it back to Jamin Wright. 3-ball, right side, no. Ski ramps up there and fighting for it, Bloomquist. They'll call the foul against him. trying to fight free. 94 ticks left in the first quarter. 10-3 Snohomish with the lead, but as you mentioned, not a whole lot of consistency, not a whole lot of run for either team.
No, I think they're trying to get that right player combination to be able to get it rolling.
2-3 zone applied by the Mavericks. Shoveled inside, Hammer, a measured jumper, no good, knocked away, taken away this time, and stolen right back. Rise and score, Andrew Seminara. 12-3. 1:06 to go in the first. Nearly a walk back there, then bombed to the post and taken away. Eyes as big as saucers on that sequence. That's a tough one.
Do I have dust in my thing here?
Straight away, working with it is Jason Roth, the point guard. Wants a pick, gets a bit of one. Swings to the wing to Davis. Settling for the jumper, can't get it to go. Cale Hammer. I think there's a lot of rust coming out of the holiday break.
I think so. I don't know what their playing schedule was, but ahead of this. But last night's game, Glacier Peak hadn't played since December 14th.
No Christmas tournaments because of the COVID surge. Nice defense. 15 seconds left, and Seminara will get it out of there.
And I think the Meadowdale girls and the Everett girls are out right now because of too many players testing positive.
Tough break as well for hockey. Jumper, no.
That was good looking, but it didn't go.
Tried the non-dunk oop, and we will go to the break. It is 12-3. Snohomish with the lead on their home floor on STSPN. Welcome back. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig along for the ride. I say that as though it's not his show, but, you know, he allows me to quarterback it from time to time.
I allow anybody, just, you know, it's a team effort.
Equal opportunity. And, of course, the guys in the truck. I cannot forget about them.
The guys in the truck. They're probably out there. What we used to call it in the military was smoking and coking.
Jumper up and good. The turnaround, that's a designed play, splitting that 2-3 defense. Seminara has 8. Walking it up, Bloomquist, right side to Jamin Wright. To the elbow, thought about it, Bloomquist, took it out, then went back in, and something between a pass and a shot, and it's a turnover all the way. Left wing, catch and shoot, high arcing 3, no good, and it pinballs away to Meadowdale. Evan Sarka set to check back in. Over by the cheerleaders, the double team as well. Knocked away, and can he run it down? There's contact, and it's just out of bounds off of Soderstrom. Letting a lot go here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Alan Mbuthia checks into the game.
You know what, I think that there's a tendency when you've got, even though the score is low, when you're up by over 10, I think the players sometimes have a tendency to take shots that they wouldn't normally take if it was tight.
Turnaround jumper, stroked up there short by Sarka, taken away by the Panthers.
On both sides. doesn't matter which side you're up on. But if the game's tight, I think you pay a little bit closer attention to what your shots are.
2-3 zone. It's almost
what do I know?
Almost a 2-2-1. But, I mean, hey, it makes sense to me. The team that's down is trying to get back up. Fed into Hammer. Get some space. Jumper, no. Woo, nearly over the back, but a good play by Seminara. 3-ball, no, and taken away by Meadowdale.
That first shot should have been made.
Absolutely. 11-point lead. Stolen away, ripped out of there by by Davis, and he will rise and get it blocked. Good play. Naad Alamu. I apologize. I am not in mid-season form. Jumper.
Well, at least we got you back.
Fair enough. Whistle on a tie-up.
We got Scott back last night. That was a little bit of a treat.
I did hear a little bit of his call. There's a reason why he's been a part of this program for a while.
Since the beginning.
Yeah. Sub will check in, replacing Peyton Hanning. No, excuse me, replacing Nolan Soderstrom.
He's been a little bit of a weenie about COVID, so he's picks and chooses where he's going to go.
Hey, if you can call your own shot, I'm not going to be too mad.
Yes. That's like Tom. I mean, any time I can get him to come out.
Ooh. Player control foul, Alan Mbuthia.
Oh, he took the charge.
Yeah, that was a physical bang play, and Mbuthia tagged with his first foul. But yeah, Tom Lafferty, it's kind of a luxury to have in the bullpen a two-time Hall of Famer.
Oh, man, he's just so good. And, I mean, it just flows with him.
I was able to do my first ever sideline reporting appearance during a football game, and he made it easy. Turnaround hesitation, then fed to the wing. A 3-ball rainbow.
Nice.
Up and in for Eli O'Hare once again. 17-3. It has been all Panthers. Flip to the right side. Hesitation, then back out. Amy gives that one off to Lee. Bombed back Amy. Drive, then kick. Right side, right. Head fake. Jumper, no. Taken away. Best defense for Davis was just to stand there and let the ball find him. Side, or excuse me, left wing side, Hammer. Hesitates, takes the 3. Really love it to go for the big man. Instead, it's a putback. Seminara and a timeout on the floor. 19-3. All Panthers all the time. Back after this, STSPN.
Hot summers in Snohomish County lead to homeowners taking steps earlier each year to keep their home comfortable. If you're thinking about air conditioning for your home, now is the perfect time. Air conditioning costs hundreds less when installed with a new furnace. If you're unsure about the age or dependability of your home comfort system, our consultants will help you determine the best solution. Our experienced technicians make sure our customers are comfortable by keeping their heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical systems working well. But we believe comfort is more than that. We want you to have a comfortable buying experience, to be comfortable with our technicians working in your home, and on top of that, getting a value you're comfortable with.
It's on here. Yeah, there you go. Where is he? There he is. That guy's been a really good friend to us. He talks to us after the games, things that he sees, and we kind of keep it under our hat a little bit, but it's really a great pleasure to have him on the floor.
It's a team effort. It takes a village. It takes an entire gym, and of course the truck.
Oh yeah.
Andrew back there pushing buttons tonight, and I think intern Ricky's helping out for the first time.
That is right. We don't have the wedge with us tonight.
The wedge, you say?
Coach Ron.
Ah, yes.
We call him the wedge because he is older and he has no fear on the football field. He would just walk into a huddle and start asking somebody a question. We're up in the booth just completely mortified, but he doesn't have any kind of barrier. So we started calling him the wedge because he always wedges into stuff.
I can see that. Second offensive foul for, well, I guess that wasn't an offensive foul. That was a physical defensive foul. Mbuthia. Shot up, no. Whistle backside. What's the call? Okay.
Something. Did he step out?
It was a foul on Seminara, 0 for Snohomish High, shoving his way for a rebound.
Oh, that's the big guy, the big man.
Yep, Meadowdale will sub. Big dude off the bench, Alan Mbuthia, will check out, replaced by the returning Bloomquist. I do love the communication, one of the officials just with the open palms like, Whoa, what a connection. Eben Sarka with the finish, but that was shades of Jason Williams with the cross-court pass to the post. There you go, Maury. I dropped in a white chocolate reference for you. Skip pass, step inside the free throw line, halfway down and pops out. We had to introduce somebody new to J-Will in the office this week.
You know, I think at halftime they're going to have to get the ladder out and measure those hoops because there's a lot of shots that aren't dropping.
There might be a lid on one of them. Pump fake, drive, scoop, score. That was pretty from the big man Bloomquist. Bloomer there is 6'4". 19-7. Break up the Mavericks. Roth, volleyball line. Skip roll, hammer, near side, step back three on the way. Ring it up for Eli O'Hare. 22-7. Anything you can do, I can do better, they say. Hesitation, Lee runs right into a triple team, and there's a foul. Sub will check in Drew Davis. O'Hare gets flagged for that one. Broadcast upcoming, weather permitting, COVID permitting, and officials permitting.
We've got you for a couple of games there next week.
Yeah, got me Monday and Tuesday for sure.
We always try and get you for Thursday, but I know that's girlfriend time.
Yeah, girlfriend time, self-care time.
Safe space time.
Yes, I have to have my safe space after all. Speaking of which, after that 3-ball, I realized I gave myself a Christmas present this year. It arrived on New Year's Day. What a reverse! Peyton Hanning, the senior, says, "Hey, buddy, talk about the game." But my Christmas present, a new bed.
Oh, that's like buying a car, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and seemingly is expensive. Lob
Man.
to the side of the backboard, and they will keep it alive, and it's knocked away. Bloomquist is like, what have I got to do to get a foul call here? No, I got the mid-level model, and I'll be paying 3-ball up and good for Hanning. I'll be paying $90 a month for 18 months, I believe, on that puppy, but I can sink down into it.
What'd you say, $18 a month?
No, $90 a month for 18 months.
Wow, that's some dollars, huh?
Yeah, it's a decent bed though. No complaints yet.
Well, we bought our house new, and it's about 20 years old now, or just under it, and I'm starting to save my pennies, and I'm thinking a roof is probably coming or something.
Quick whistle on a foul. I think that's on 5. Yep. That is Eli O'Hare with his second. Yeah, I would like to have my own home, but the idea of paying for plumbing repairs and hot water heaters and new roofs and, we need a garage. Oh, the garage door opener's busted. Let's resurface the driveway. No.
I think they need to resurface the rim down here.
Yeah, it's tough sledding. Free throw line. Bloomquist turns around, loses it, gets it back, and just hoovers that one up. And now there's a 5-second call. No. Did he get bailed with a timeout? No, it's none of the above. It's 3 in the key. That was a full-on marching band conducting session right there.
You know, if they're surrounded like that, that just means there's somebody open. So they need to get that ball out of there.
Just take a breath. Look for somebody giving you numbers.
Yep.
90 seconds left, first half, 20-point lead for the Panthers. Skip pass, out of the corner, 3 on the way. Pretty form, Nolan Soderstrom. 30-7 and nearly another turnover. That near wing, hesitation for Wright. Wright goes to the floor, loses it out of bounds. Snohomish ball.
Would they chase that out in the hallway?
Just about. It hit the door and just barely stayed in. He wanted to go join the chess club. Basketball has gotten tired of its career choices. Left wing for Soderstrom. Under a minute. Lob to the corner. Hesitation. Good pickup there by the big fella, Jake Britton, I believe, out there for Meadowdale. Knocked out of bounds off the miss, and will go to the Mavericks.
You know, when we started out on the sidelines with still camera, and then we went to video on the sidelines, then we went to full broadcast. But I remember being down there and having the ball come there, and I'm just like, save the equipment.
No, I had a podcast-style broadcast of indoor football, and we got the box seats right on the barrier, and I wound up catching a player who unplugged my headset. He landed in our lap, and when he popped up, he yanked everything out. Led to some fantastic audio as we're like, I'm back. No, I said, we're back. No, I'm back. Hang on, let me plug you in.
The last Everett game that we were plugged in down there at Everett, somebody ran by and unplugged KRKO.
Whoops. Can't do that. Send you a bill. Left wing, then skipped back to the right side. Davis and Roth playing pitch and catch. Driving in, forcing it up, no. Tapped it back to himself. Roth with a putback, no. Rebound will go to the floor. It's a tie-up.
Four-way tie-up.
Possession arrow on that collision.
I think they're going to play the chicken wing down there.
That will stay with Snohomish. Speaking of tie-ups and roads and all, you hear about the nonsense of I-5 earlier today?
I did not.
It's closed for like 20 miles due to flooding.
Really?
Yeah, you couldn't go south. You couldn't go through the pass. You can't really get to Canada. Hope you like Western Washington because you're stuck here.
Where was it? Where was that? Near Marysville or?
No, it was south of Everett. It was like South Seattle, I think, like heading towards Oregon.
Wow.
It was a mess. It was closed this morning. It was closed for several hours.
You've been here a couple of years. I tell you what, Snohomish has some habits of getting stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed a little bit of that, but not nearly as much. I've only been working up here for about a year and a half. Fed inside, drag step, spin,
nice.
Up and good. Drew Davis. Keep in mind that Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game honor is still up for grabs. 3 on the way, offline, and we'll go to the break. Halftime from Snohomish High, 32-7. Panthers with the lead on STSPN.
Introducing Corey, the new recruits. Our Seattle area plumbing company just keeps on growing. Every day, every job, every person is a champion on our team. How we support each other to support our customers is changing the game.
Hey, Gene Johnson Plumbing and Heating, Corey here. How could it possibly be this great to work for a plumbing company? Gene Johnson Plumbing really sets the bar. They are trend setting the nation for a plumbing company. My wife, for the first time in years, wants to bake and cook for my team. Gene Johnson Plumbing is my new plumbing home away from my own, and I will stand by that until I retire. I'm happy.
Experience respect, pride and appreciation for doing great work.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Hot summers in Snohomish County lead to homeowners taking steps earlier each year to keep their home comfortable. If you're thinking about air conditioning for your home, now is the perfect time. Air conditioning costs hundreds less when installed with a new furnace. If you're unsure about the age or dependability of your home comfort system, our consultants will help you determine the best solution. Our experienced technicians make sure our customers are comfortable by keeping their heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical systems working well. But we believe comfort is more than that. We want you to have a comfortable buying experience, to be comfortable with our technicians working in your home, and on top of that, getting a value you're comfortable with.
plumbing technicians and apprentices. Working together, learning together, masters of the craft, passing on their skills and knowledge for the trade.
I'm Gene Jr., and we are growing fast. As one of the senior techs, I really enjoy sharing and teaching, really because I'm selfish and it makes me feel good.
Getting paid to teach and learn valuable skills that can support your life, family, and dreams.
I'm Renee. I'm an apprentice, and I like to learn from all these different plumbers. I want to be a plumber to provide a good lifestyle for myself and for my future dreams.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Sometimes it's the stuff you don't hear, folks.
Yeah, that is right. If you see the screen come on and you don't hear anything, that's me pausing because we're talking back and forth.
And just exchanging crockpot recipes. That's all it is. Amp Herald Todd Elvig here with you, live and direct, or perhaps Memorex if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're watching this. Hi, Maury. I know you're there. 32-7, Snohomish Panthers have the lead at home over the visiting Meadowdale Mavericks. Coach Roger O'Neill's squad got 3 points in the first quarter from Naad Alamu, 2 points each in the second quarter from Aiden Bloomquist and Eben Sarka. Snohomish with 12 in the first quarter, 20 in the second quarter for a halftime total of 32. They are led by Andrew Seminara and Eli O'Hare with 10 points apiece. 2 threes for O'Hare, by the way. 4 points for Drew Davis. 5 points for Peyton Hanning, including a long ball, and Nolan Soderstrom with 3 as well.
Now, I think Ganchi, was he directing the band there? Because I saw his back towards us and he was clapping and doing something there.
Well,
he's kind of multi-purpose.
He is multi-purpose, but I do want to give credit to the Panther band. In some cases, they might even be able to direct themselves. They're a talented group over there.
The S showed up, and
yes.
we were happy about that because
I was concerned that the second S was missing.
Yeah, that's right. It was SH, but finally it was SHS up there with the tubas.
Whistle on a foul, quick whistle, as Cale Hammer called for the reach in. We're becoming more popular up here at Broadcast HQ. More people crowding in around us.
Well, I know that a lot of people came up to me both last night. Well, no, Jackson, Glacier Peak, and now Snohomish. Very happy that we're there. We're here.
Yeah, I made the move across the country as the foul called on Jason Roth there.
Was that just for us, or?
No, not yet. I'm still waiting on the chief financial officer to apply that big bonus to sweeten the deal and pull me away full time. But no, I believe it or not, I was going to move to Spokane, and then my girlfriend got a job offer on this side of the mountains. Heck of a commute if you go from Spokane to Snoqualmie.
Oof, boy.
Driving right side of the lane, pulls back, gives off Alamu. 3 on the way, no, and taken away by Hammer for Snohomish. But moved up here before everything got sideways, and well, I had a lot of things to adjust to, as I'm sure you can imagine. There's a point to this story, but first the 3. Got it!
There you go.
Peyton Hanning ring it up again. He's got 2 of them, and he's got 8 points.
That was Hammer?
That was Hanning. Peyton Hanning, not to be confused with Peyton Manning.
Who's the scorer leader?
That would be 10 points each for O'Hare and Seminara. That would be 5 and 0 for Snohomish. Driving down the lane, thought he had a carry, but I think that was because of the foul. Foul is on 30. That's Jason Roth with his second, as I look to the bench immediately. And no movement just yet, as speaking of directing the band, Coach Wilson's a little animated. In line out of bounds, there's the clear out. Look out, folks, layup good. Peyton Hanning. And Hanning ties for the team lead with 10 points. Trying to think of my train of thought as, you know, there's a basketball game going on. Talking about the move and some things I had to get used to. Catch and shoot 3, right side.
There we
the
go.
Fuse. Jamin Wright.
Maybe that'll take the cap off it.
Yeah, the hoops have been cleaned out. Turnaround jumper, stroked up and in for Drew Davis. Remembered my point. What I had to get used to was the fact that things like this, things like KRKO's broadcasts and, of course, STSPN's broadcasts, not all that common up this way. Blocked away on the layup, but an offensive board for the Mavs. So I'm appreciative of these broadcasts, and not just because I'm the broadcaster. It's hard to get used to a new area when the local games are not on the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Third foul on Roth, and there goes the look to the bench, Wilson. And just sprinting him to the table in time, Eli O'Hare. One of the first things I had to learn about these schools up here is that the team in white, Snohomish, does not like Glacier Peak.
That's a little that's a subject for another day.
Drive, then kick, 3 up and good. Back-to-back jacks for Jamin Wright. Mavericks trying to climb back into this thing, down 39 to 13. We're not going to go soccer style and say 13-39. Nope. Fed in, knocked away.
Is that soccer style?
Yeah, they I think it's the home team is listed first. So it'd be a 1-2 defeat at home by such and such. Not a fan.
Yeah, that's funny because I have that with the daughter every once in a while. She's like, how am I supposed to say it?
Free throw line, nice high-low, and a good finish, spinning it off the window. Evan Circa. Whatever happened in the halftime break, Coach O'Neill has coached him up. Whistle on a push on the end line. Want to give plenty of credit to the Snohomish High folks here, as you'll see the next time we go to the other end of the floor. The best of Western Washington, according to King 5, school with the most spirit for several years. What a block! Sarka rises to the occasion. Whipped around 3, no good, and a walk. Boys in blue, lockdown defense. Todd Elvig, anything jumping out at you as to what the folks for the Mavericks are doing?
Well, I was caught off guard because I was sitting and reading the Fox Sports
out of bounds
crawler on the bottom, and now I took it off.
Aw, sad face. I know that we had the Fox Sports crawler on some of our 4K broadcasts.
No, we had it just a minute ago. That's what I was saying. I was reading it, and
you got
I shouldn't be
distracted from
reading
the
it,
game.
so I
Yes.
took it off.
Fed in
for now.
jumper, no foul, but free throws upcoming for Eben Circa. Home folks getting a little cranky here as the foul is on Andrew Seminara. This is kind of fun getting to see sports with fresh eyes, because when I found out who Snohomish was playing as the first free throw up and good for Aiden Bloomquist, I did not know where Meadowdale was. I literally had to find it on a map. Free throw left it short, and the rebound taken away by Drew Davis. Kind of get accustomed to what you see your whole life. As the crawl back on the screen. Love the Fox Sports crawl. Cycled ahead of the key, then right wing side. See, that's why he doesn't give me a monitor, so I can't read it.
Yeah, that's right.
That underneath.
Somebody has to watch the game.
Blocked and a foul. Yeah, I kind of grew up with Fox Sports. Now it's called Bally Sports, I think, but that was the home of the Nashville Predators and Memphis Grizzlies game. Oh, and Atlanta Braves, too. And the alternate feed, Cincinnati Reds, believe it or not, in Nashville. Free throw up. No good. And before you ask, no, we didn't get a ton of Mariners games out there. I did not get to see the double as it happened.
Oh, you must not had direct TV ticket.
I did not have the Sunday ticket or the equivalent thereof. Free throw up and good for, turn around, young man. Oh, that's number 0, Seminara. 40-16 as he hit 1 of 2. I did appreciate the then Pac-10 and the WAC and the MAC, or no, excuse me, the Mountain West, because I would stay up late and watch those 10 o'clock games from the Pacific time zone in Hawaii. End my football Saturdays.
Yeah, we're switching between the NBA and the NCAA from Fox.
Fair enough. Plenty to talk about with the NBA. What a back cut and a score! Evan Sarka and a helper for a fellow Mav. Did not see the number as it went by. I was raised by point guard, so I love the assists. Wish I kept track of assists, because that could help award an adrenaline fundraising player of the game, perhaps.
Well, you ought to keep track of points.
Yes. Oh, fed inside, jumper no, and out of bounds. Bloomquist tried to elevate and knock it back in, but he couldn't catch it at the highest point. I was watching a replay or a highlight reel on, it was once in a lifetime NFL plays on YouTube last night. And I saw one from, I think, this NFL season, the double bat on a punt or a kickoff, where they leapt in the air and tapped it to a teammate who also leaped and tapped it and downed it at the 1. Kind of what that play on the end line reminded me of.
I think that winds up being a rabbit hole when you start watching some of those videos and they start feeding you more of them.
Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 and yes. Inside, step back. That was difficult. That was harder than it looks. Davis with the bunny jumper. Yeah, I think I started that by watching the 2000 NBA dunk contest, and I was done. Stripped away. Hanning looking to the post. Hesitation. Jumper over the top and out of bounds. Saved, but it'll still go out of bounds off Snohomish. Out goes Cale Hammer. Into the game for the first time, Palmer Mutchison. Subs in for the Mavericks as well. Lob to Amy, near side, hesitation for Sarka. Baseline right, lobs up the lane. Driving, jumper short, tipped up, foul on the effort from Bloomquist. Giddy up 2:09 left in the third. Kids won't get that reference, and there's no way to Google that. Ask your parents. Ask your grandparents. Foul is on Davis. His first, team's 6th, by the way. Basketball action on STSPN next week with yours truly. Monday and Tuesday night action. And again, that is weather, COVID, and official permitting.
Correct. We had to take a canoe to last night's game.
I'm sure you did. My parking lot was basically flooded. Missed the second free throw and taken away. Cold-blooded right wing three, rims up, no, stripped away, taken right back by the Mavericks and a walk. Evan Sarka tried to get his wheels under him. Sarka's a good little player. Number 21 on your screen, 6'4", a senior forward.
For Mavericks.
For the Mavericks, yes. Lobbed in. Mutchison gives it up, gets it back, gives it up again. High pass batted, taken back Hanning. Hanning goes to his left, skips the left corner, in between hop. Dagger three, no good. Davis ripped away by Naad Alamu for the Mavericks. Minute 32 left. Subset to check in. That is Noah Fulford returning for the Mavericks. Turnaround jumper, can't force it home. Offensive board left wing, reset the shot
That was
clock.
smarter.
Fed in, saved it. There's the launch, no good for Sarka and taken away. Not a lot of in then out offensive board looks. Don't really need it when you can do that. Andrew Seminara. Under a minute to play in the third, 44-18. Nearly an over and back, but good job 1-on-3, and he'll draw the foul as well. Free throws upcoming, I think. Should be a 1-and-1. Yep. At the line, Naad Alamu.
I haven't seen anything to use my church lady graphic for tonight.
Not quite yet. It's been a lot of scrappiness.
They might not get a church lady tonight.
By the way, since I get a Snohomish boys game next week as well,
Monday,
we might bust out some goal calls, which I've briefly mentioned. First free throw up and good for Alamu. It's an old Florida Panthers thing that they were trying to drum up some support and following. As the sub will check in, Soderstrom. So on the Dan Lebitard show, they would test these out. Pop culture references and song lyrics after scores. Deadpan. I'm never gonna dance again. And peanut butter jelly time, another fun one.
Oh, peanut butter and jelly.
Yup. Left wing working with it. O'Hare gives it up. Cycled underneath. 360 and one. Possible play of the game there for Drew Davis. 44-19, extra point pending. Foul is on Jake Britton, his second.
Let everybody know that we are also on Rumble tonight, live.
Put back no good. Plenty of ways to consume all the action for STSPN.
Well, I'm trying to get a little bit more viewership on Rumble because once we get to a certain number, we get to have our custom URL.
Ooh.
And so it just needs a little bit more, just a little bit more.
I have my alerts set up on the YouTube app, but for some reason it didn't alert me to this one, possibly because I'm here. Who knows? 10 seconds left in the third.
Maybe we're not streaming. No, we are.
Had faked and shuffled back out. I feel like somebody would have texted me first.
Yeah, say, hey, this isn't working.
No good, and the putback no good as well. That will end a strong quarter for the Mavericks, though. 46-19, Snohomish with a lead. Final frame upcoming on STSPN.
you go.
Back here on STSPN, live and local, and always keeping it free for our viewers and listeners out there. I'm sure we have listeners who turn it on and then go make a snack. And
Yeah, that's right.
If there's something you need to see, it's YouTube and Rumble. You can run it back.
Correct.
I always like to proofread what I've done and stress test it, see if it was as good or as bad as I think my effort was. And yet he keeps inviting me back, folks. Amp Harrell here with you. Todd Elvig on the 1s and 2s. Leave Bubba's on the buttons in the truck this quarter. We leave off the last names to protect the guilty.
That is correct.
Snohomish with it. Back to some of the starters. Only run 11 players deep, so you can't get rid of everybody from the starting 5. O'Hare running the show from the point guard spot. Right side, then back to the left wing to Soderstrom. Playing a little bit loosey-goosey here, and that results in a turnover and a kick ball.
Something's going on there.
They're going to call a foul. I thought that was a kick ball. Looks like Eli O'Hare got roughed up on the sequence. Snohomish lineup is O'Hare, Soderstrom. Soderstrom gets called for the foul. Team's 8th, his first. Snohomish fans are wanting, they're saying Austin. I don't believe I have an Austin. 46-19 after the 1-and-1 miss. Right wing sides, get past the post, picked off. Amy up the floor with it. Dumps it off to Britton, near side, then letting fly to the far side. From the corner, drop step. Baseline runner won't go, taking away Palmer Mutchison. Lob to the post, nobody home and out of bounds. Jason Roth will check in, replacing the slightly dinged up O'Hare. And to the table and in, Seminara. Seminara, Hammer, along with Roth, Soderstrom, and who am I missing? One more player out there that I did not say yet. Oh, Seminara. 46-19 your score. Snohomish with the lead on D. To the post.
Oh, that was
a nice one. Checked out the top of the rim. I think that was Jake Britton with the finish. 46-21. Lob to the elbow. Davis trying to break free. 3-ball, no good from downtown. Rebound for Wright. Alex Lee, the diminutive point guard, has it knocked away. Stays with the fine folks of Meadowdale.
We got the new shirts in.
Ooh.
Moved the adrenaline to the top.
Adrenaline. Well, you always want to have the adrenaline to the top.
Yeah, that's right.
Adrenaline fundraising player of the game. Who's putting in the work in this one? We've got plenty of folks to choose from. Fed to the post, picked off. Possible candidate there. Skipped ahead. Soderstrom. Right hand sweep. No. Offensive board put back. And one. Slamming the door shut. That is Drew Davis. His second and one opportunity of the game. 12 points on the night. One off the game high of Andrew Seminara. Got it to go. Davis with 13, Seminara with 13. 10 for O'Hare and 10 for Peyton Henning. Sub to the table, Hudson Capelli set to check in. Kicked out, deep 3, no good for Alex Lee. Taken away by the Panthers. Straight away, now skip for Soderstrom. Shows high, Lee marks him. Like a 3-2 almost. Doesn't matter. Jumper up and good. Drew Davis makes it rain. 30-point lead for Snohomish. 2 subs to the table for Meadowdale as well. Behind the back dribble, drives, Euro step, can't get it to go. Good look from Evik Amy. 51-21. Amp and Todd hanging out, watching some ball.
Watching some basketball. There's nothing better. This is a great ticket.
And you have the best seat in the house, your couch. 3 ball, no good. Soderstrom. Though we do encourage folks to come out to the games.
Absolutely. You know, I always think to myself, you know, if there's a high school game going on, you got to come out, especially when the band is out. Just nothing like it.
Jumper up and good. Alex Lee with the 2, the long 2. Got to give credit to the band and to the student section as well. I vaguely remember those days. Left wing corner, then fed straight away. Little flinching jab step, fed inside, turnaround jumper. It's a post clinic for Andrew Seminara. That dude can flat out play.
My question is, do you really remember, or do you just know you were there so you remember?
Well, that one out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say a 1-and-1 upcoming again. I do have some memories of those days many moons ago, but most of the time I had a headset on, believe it or not. Sports was a means to an end. Sports was, well, a path to do this for a living. Wholesale substitutions with 4:01 left in regulation. 1-and-1 upcoming for Noah Fulford. It's Fulford and Bloomquist, along with Mbuthia, Lee, that one missed, the last 1-and-1 opportunity, and Malik Robinson to the corner, skipped back out for Roth. Whipped around 3, no good, just a laser beam off that miss from Hanning. 30-point lead. Lee. Drive, then a jab. High pass picked off again by Roth. Down the lane. Get in there. No. Almost had a point for Hudson Capelli. 3:24 to go.
Boy, you can't let yourself get over there, get boxed in on the sideline.
Nope. Full timeout taken by the Mavericks. We'll take it as well. 3:22 left in the 4th. 30-point lead for Snohomish.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
Back here on STSPN as the new guy tries to figure out who, what, when, and where. 53-23, the Snohomish Panthers holding serve on their home floor against the visitors from Linwood, that being the Meadowdale Mavericks. Amp Harold Todd Elvig here with you. Can't wait to award that Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game after this one's over with. And if you've got a church or a nonprofit or a T-ball team, something like that, that you're looking to raise some funds, well, Adrenaline Fundraising can amp that up.
Yep, David Wright, been a big supporter of us over the years.
Trying to set something up on the post to Mbuthia, but taken away. Looks like a 1-2-2 matchup zone kind of thing going on. Skip roll, right side of the lane. Jumper won't crawl in for Seminara. Taking away Mavericks. Bloomquist on the wing, gives back to Robinson. Skip to the free throw line. Bloomquist clears out, backspin, swatted away, and it's a foul.
That sure looked good, but it didn't do anything. Oh, got the foul.
That one might have been a church lady type of play. Big block for Peyton Hanning. His third, team's 10th. Double bonus the rest of the way. At the stripe, Aiden Bloomquist, up and good. More subs for Snohomish. Back into the game, it's Soderstrom and O'Hare. Along with, I think Mutchison was already out there. Cale Hammer and Hudson Capelli. Free throw missed. Boothia trying to do something with it. Can't pass, can't shoot, and it gets taken away. 2:30 to go in this one. Catch and shoot three, no good. Knifing in for his board, taken away, taken right back. Shovels out, three ball on the way off the heel, no. Taken back, Cale Hammer, dropped it, loose ball on the floor, rolling around on his keister in a timeout. I like that timeout because you won't get a whole lot more stoppages in this one. We'll take it as well. It's a 30, 53-24 Snohomish on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. They are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here on STSPN, waiting for a cue that I already had, apparently. My bad.
You know, I see there's 2, 4, 6 cheerleaders. Nope, there's got it. It's 9 over there and a couple more in the corner. But Jackson had like 16 out there the other day. They must have had the JV and the varsity in there.
Shot up, no. Rebound put back, no, and taken away by Meadowdale. Yeah, school spirit, a big deal, but a bigger deal in some places than others, I suppose. Cheer is one of the most athletic sports out there. Flyers and bases and bumps and bruises.
Yeah, I think if you look nationally at the injury rate, it's pretty high.
Concussions, man. I was trying not to say it because we're trying to encourage more school spirit, but it's like talking about football. You can't talk about football without talking about concussions, but if you talk too much about concussions, you lower the numbers of folks willing to try it.
Well, I think that there's never been a safer time in history for football, so I would challenge the moms that are scared to have their kids go out for football because it's safer than it's ever been.
That was a very valid point you made there. Offensive board off the miss by Mbuthia, and he spun and got tied up. The Snohomish fans want a travel. They instead called a foul on Cale Hammer. Yeah, I've done interviews with cheer coaches and talked about trips to Orlando for nationals, and it's competitive, it's nuts, and
now if you put helmets on them,
that might, with the difference in the balance and everything, difference in the weight distribution, that could make it even more difficult. And Mbuthia gets in the scorebook. Alan Mbuthia, 53-26. 1-2-2. Matching up and showing a token trap. Fed backside, then a free throw line between the rings jumper. Halfway down, popped right back out.
Isn't that something? I saw that half of that ball in the hoop.
Yep, and it just decided, no, not today. Even the basketball wants to start the weekend already. And now the officials having a discussion as that one was out of bounds off Snohomish High. Like, okay, we're good. Whatever it was, we're all in agreement. Chili dogs after the game. I agree. Fed in, and a player control foul, a moving screen, I think. Backside. He saw it immediately.
Ooh, he's got a lot of energy there. Ganj?
Yeah, that's Riaz Kanji.
I had to give him a hard time ahead of the game. I said, They bring you in out of retirement? He said, well, you'd think, but I've been here.
I've been here.
I have to always nail him with the old jokes, right?
Oh, of course, yes. There's now Roger O'Neill chewing on his ear, the Meadowdale head coach. Fed in, into the wing. Robinson, a three, lets it fly. Malik Robinson gets into the scorebook as well.
I think those are some good replays, too, when you go back and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm about ready to hit a three right here.
Me, right here. Fed to the perimeter and dancing around with it. Gives that one up. Running jumper off the side of the backboard and taken away. Bodies flying everywhere. Down the lane, poked away. Good hustle by Eli O'Hare, and they're going to get him with a foul. But O'Hare denied the layup. Small conference over there with 51 seconds left.
Really impressed with the number of kids that came out tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And on the parent side here, if we go wide, we can see this is a pretty good crowd, too.
Yes, especially off to our left. That is a solid turnout for a one-off game here on a gross Friday night. I don't really know what the meteorological term is for what the precipitation was.
Oh, there's a technical, huh?
I didn't see it, but there's got to be a technical. I'm going to say it was like snow, sleet, freezing, raining when I came in, which could explain some lower numbers. So 2 shots here as we fix the net first. Bloomquist. Are they saying that?
That was just a pro move right there by Kanji.
Yes, it was. And he missed the front end. They're calling everyone over, but I thought if it was a technical, then.
Yeah, no, you got to wait.
Oh, that's right. He missed. Did he miss the front end of it, or what are we doing here?
No, you don't get. There's not a front end on a technical. You get.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But the back official here was just like, nope, everybody get up there. He missed it. He missed the first shot of the technical, so apparently the technical's over. I didn't think that was a thing, but
I don't think so either.
And I think that's what they're discussing here is, or maybe are they saying it was no, it wouldn't be a 1-and-1.
Maybe
either.
somebody can chime in on chat and tell us what the deal is on that.
Because it's not a 1-and-1 either. I'm going to say he's got And Kanji is agreeing with us that no, he gets one more technical foul shot, and then we do the 2-shot foul. And frankly, he should just go ahead and do this one with everybody off the lane as well.
There's one.
1 for 2.
Oh no!
That was the 2-shot foul. Then they get to select the shooter for the technical foul shots.
Is that right?
Yes, because Henrik Teske is going to take the technical shots. I didn't think that they would.
That's a lot of shots.
Well, it was a technical after the 2-shot foul. He got hassled on the end line or on the sideline, had it poked away and got swatted.
And now it's their ball back.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a chance at a 6 or 7 point sequence.
Maybe we get Kanji come up here and tell us the rules.
Teske didn't even notice if he hit all of his shots, but driving in Robinson, basket and one. Wow. What a sequence there.
Uh-oh, now we got the crowd involved.
Snohomish fans are not happy with the sequence here.
Usually I get Jeff Madsen to chime in. He's the head official.
The head officials or the head of officiating?
Head of the officiating, I think for Wesco or something. I don't know. Anyway, he keeps in good contact with us, and if we're streaming, he's usually watching.
Hanning gives off right side.
He doesn't do it in comments. He'll send me a text. The reason
O'Hare.
for that foul.
I do love having an expert eye in the sky. Foul on the sideline. Appears to be 2-5 in Boothia. But yeah, I think that was what happened. They had to do the 2-shot foul and then the technical foul and then possession for the basket and one. Wessel backside. Getting chippy and tight in the final 25 seconds here.
Oh, I've got Everett IT department logging in to see how our scoreboard works.
Love
They've been
it.
trying to get it set for us. And so I sent a text and say, hey, listen, Snohomish got it lined up for us. Take a look.
Cale Hammer has fouled out in this one, replaced by the returning Andrew Seminara with 15 points. 53-35. Jab step drive, shot up, no. Backside rebound for Snohomish, and we're going to take this one to the house.
Well, they're just going to run out the clock. So who do you got for our Adrenaline fundraiser player of the game?
Well, I've got some options. Let me do a little quick math as the final score is 53-35. 0. So Andrew Seminara with 15 points, Eli O'Hare with 10, Peyton Hanning with 10, and Drew Davis with 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I believe he also had 15. So a number of candidates for Snohomish, but I've got to go with Andrew Seminara. He scored in all 4 quarters. Actually, so did Drew Davis, but his presence early just put this one out of reach before we got to the halftime break. So we'll step aside for a break. Andrew Seminara, our player of the game, our Adrenaline fundraising player of the game. Back after this with your post-game show on STSPN.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
STSPN, Amp Harrell here with you, joined by our Adrenaline fundraising player of the game, Andrew Seminara. I had it right to start with. Yep. I apologize. Andrew, great game, first of all. Excellent job and a big 53-35 win. What really got this going for you guys?
It's just energy. We were all together. My teammates really had everything going.
It was a 12-3 lead after one and a 32-7 lead at the break. And a lot of that heavy lifting in the first half. 10 of the 32 points done by you. What led to your breakout game on the post?
Just energy. I was hungry. My teammates motivated me. We have good coaching. We were just ready.
Now, a scrappy game, especially in the early stages, and then as we, of course, played out the stretch. But neither team really got into a rhythm for most of the time. What led to kind of the sputtering and the stuttering and the inconsistencies for both sides?
I wouldn't say there was any inconsistencies. I think we just had a lot of energy. And I'm really happy how my teammates and I played.
Fair enough. Anything that we wouldn't have seen up here that you saw in this contest other than just tons of energy and
competitiveness. I'm just really happy how everyone played.
All right. Anything else? I think that's probably about it. Yeah. What do you think about the game on Monday, which we'll also be here for?
It's going to be a challenge, but I think our energy is going to pull us through, and we're going to win.
Fair enough. Well, you are our Adrenaline fundraising player of the game, so if you could just hold that up for us, we'll get a picture and then send you back home happy to Mom.
Thank you.
I think we've got some folks taking pictures here.
Yeah.
Andrew Seminara, player of the game, Adrenaline fundraising player of the game. And I think that'll take it to the house. Your final score, 53-35 on STSPN.
Thank you, guys.